Okay, I think we're at the finale. And you guys got to eat it because the lighting's pretty bad. Yes, I probably should start the video out fixing that light bulb. But you know what? You guys need to learn to adapt. Okay, I moved a few things around. I had to do the gallery image first before I pile through all this. So, Supernaturals. This is the dragon. And this is what I'm talking about. You made your basic line, you made two basic vehicles like the Bat Bopper, and you have to introduce creatures. Kids love creatures alongside of like the hardcore vehicles. Tonka got that right. They did. So the lion, the dragon, I love them. Well, that explains half this. So we're missing something back there. I don't know. Oh, I think the figure just stands there. Yeah, we got everything. So in the other room, we had the wings turned up and we had the tail, which, the glue just fell off. That's not a big problem. So I have it loose complete. This line of creatures and the Bat Bopper were available for a long time, dead stock sealed in like the late 90s, early 2000s, $30 each all day long. I remember, I think at Evans, we picked up like 4 of each dead stock seal for $5 each or something like that. And this is now shot up in value. Like people got really excited about these animals compared to the Bat Bopper. But all 4 are very uncommon to get. I think this runs about $150 loose complete. And it's truly, you can go to shows and you're not going to find this guy. You're just not going to find this stuff. This is that 80s stuff that just has completely dried up from the market. You're not going to get at shows. You're not coming out of the attics and garages as much as they used to. It's mostly like 2000s toys now. So it's still just like the colors, everything is just, it's so angry. It reminds and just to get you all going, because whatever. I think there was a third creature that was being developed that I actually have the wax torso for, but other than that, we don't know much more about it. Ooh, I know. Someday we will get to that in the future. Moving on. We have, oh my God. So this is that Imperial line. Oh, we're missing the gun. No. Oh, we're missing a lot. I think I have that piece button up with the gun. And this would be the Rhino, I believe, that it would hold. There was the War Mammoth, the Rhino. Wonderful line. Like, you started thinking of the creativity behind it. It was just solid. I have all this here. I think this runs about maybe 150, 200 loose complete. I could be way off on this. On the knockoff He-Man lines, I'm not the biggest expert. There's just so much and so many different names and the color variants and all the international variants. Like, your head could explode and just focusing on that for decades. So I can't do it, man. I got my little loose complete. I have a loose complete collection here and there of some pieces. I have some Spectratron. I have some Flextron, which I picked up for, back in the day when nobody cared about them, but I'm not buying that stuff for these prices now. Hell no. So here is the greatest toy never made. The Captain Power Energizer. So once again, they had to sell that gimmick. They had the interlocker. They had the Phantom Striker. They had they had to have the kids interact with the TV. And this was the cheapest way that they could interact with the TV. And overall, it's incredibly stupid. And it's sold poorly, and they were blown out in clearance, and even then, nobody wanted them. Really? A standing chamber with a handle that, like, the kid wants a vehicle. Something. Give us even a little pod, not this. It's weird. It's weird. And that's why I didn't sell. Screw it. Yeah, that runs about $10 because people like the figures more than they like the vehicles. So here is a line that everybody likes, Silverhawks. We are missing the front little missile, and that sucks. Giant floppy donkey guinea pig hamsters. I would like to replace this if it even if it comes down to have to pay a price for it. I'd like to have it loose complete unless the missile's somewhere down there, which is possible, which I doubt though. My Mirage is complete. My Stronghold Bird is complete. This would be nice to complete. And as you already know, Kenner loved to reissue their vehicles. So this was also issued for the Dark Knight series in all black, which is heard some rustling, waiting for like giant critter to pop out. You know how those horror movies start. I'm probably just hitting this like an idiot. Scaring myself. But yeah, I have to replace this, and it'll probably be $100 to be honest with you. I'm at that point now where if I can't have it loose complete already, just go out and go buy it loose complete. To buy the parts for that to complete the set will cost me more. So let's see. We have the Masher. Back to Steel Monsters. Wonderful line. It is kind of a strange vehicle, but once you added this on top of the construction vehicle and the paint job and the deco, it still works, man. I mean, this is not really going to chase you down most likely, but this is an added like weapon to it if you think about it. So yeah, it works. It works. And I thought about buying these pieces boxed for my collection, but it was just so big. At this point, again, I'm happy with the loose ones. I really am. Again, the Monster Mansion hasn't shown up yet. Jurassic Park, more accessories. That could be for the young T-Rex or the Carnotaurus. Very nice. We have from Bravestarr. So the piece that's missing here is in your room. This was cool. Like, they put a lot of effort into Bravestarr, and to have those figures so large, all the vehicles had to be that large. So it's tough. It really is. Like Gatling gun system. That's pretty cool, actually. There we go. Flip it around correctly. So Deputy Fuzz can ride it, and this is pretty cool. Yeah, now it's a hover carriage. It's just a simple feature, but it means so much with ease too. But yeah, this vehicle is always been uncommon to get packaged. I would probably suspect this runs about $100 now. I can believe it. I can believe it. And I'm happy that I have it. I don't know if it's loose complete. I'm probably going to miss like the suitcases that go back there. They did a lot of weird stuff like that. I have to look into that. Oh my God, I bought so many of these Skyhawks from the G.I. Joe convention. They literally are everywhere in this house in the basement, and I would just like moving boxes, and I'll find like a fin here and there. See how they just threw them in a bag, and the bag tore open. Yeah, I only need like 1 or 2 of these at this point, not like 12. They're about $45 each, I think, right now, but they are a nice paint scheme in general. We got the Mean Dog from G.I. Joe, so that'll go in the other room, the big collection. The funny part is I think I already have a Mean Dog, so this will be compared and for sale. Joe vehicles are collected, but you have to have them loose complete. People are really pissy about that. I can't blame them, but you get the money when they're loose complete. You do not get the money when they're incomplete. What am I resting my... Oh my God. This is like stabbing my right leg the whole time. Look at that. I already had a gun on the floor, and here's a gun here. So that's another $6-8. Get it out of here. Cops. I think that's the Barricades vehicles, which we already had 2 of pulled out. We have Johnny Quest from Galoob. Yeah, this is missing everything. So this is like me buying things long ago. I mean, like, cool, throw them downstairs, and then now you're like, this is like $20 box. Like, there's no reason to fuss around with this. Wonderful line. Galoob always put a lot of action features, so that you can see right there, the side panels open up, the top opened up, you can put a lot of accessories back there. Let's see if that did. Oh, I don't know what the function is there.